Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another video. It's that time again for our final team predictions. What we're going to do is we're going to completely break down the Kansas City Chiefs today. We're going to look at the roster, the offense, the defense, look at the entire schedule, look at every single matchup, and try to predict the outcome for the Kansas City Chiefs when the season ends. What's their win-loss record going to be? Which games are they going to win? Which games will they lose? And obviously the big question here is, are the Kansas City Chiefs for the fourth consecutive season going to get back to the Super Bowl? We're going to completely look at this team. First things first, guys, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, do you agree with me, disagree with me? What are your thoughts on the Chiefs this season? What do you think their record's going to be? Leave it in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. When the football season starts, college football, NFL, we go over every game every week. We do predictions. We do best bets, money lines, spreads, over-unders. If you're a football fan, this is the place. Make sure that you subscribe so you can follow along with it. So, obviously, the Kansas City Chiefs last season losing in the Super Bowl, but the fact that they've made it to 3 straight, Patrick Mahomes is still closing in on a Brady-esque season. Some are saying that he is the GOAT. I still think Brady's the GOAT, but that doesn't take away from what Patrick Mahomes is doing. It is remarkable. Yes, they lost last season. They actually got curb stomped in the Super Bowl. It is what it is, but the fact that they are there, the fact that he's won multiple Super Bowls and he's getting to more and more Super Bowls, he still has a long runway. He still has a lot of opportunities here, but this team is a lot over. Travis Kelce obviously lost a step last season. He's going to have lost even more steps this season. He's getting older, heavier, doesn't quite have the speed that he had before, but you know, on third down, third and short situations, whenever you have Travis Kelce out there, he still has the hands, and he's going to be fed nonstop by Patrick Mahomes. Looking at this team, obviously outside of Patrick Mahomes, you have Xavier Worthy actually showed what he was capable of in the Super Bowl. I was saying him coming out of Texas, he was a difference maker, a potential Tyreek Hill type player. They just got to feed this guy the ball. He has to stay healthy. They have Brown, Rice is back. At the running back position, Pacheco's still there. Kareem Hunt, there's weapons, but we need to see them add some more weapons. They don't have a legit, true wide receiver number one. It can be Worthy, but we need to see him actually live up to the potential. One thing the Kansas City did last season, the offense took a step back, and they became extremely defensive focused. Good offensive line, good defensive line, good front seven. They got a lot of pressure. They were only scoring 22.6 points a game last season, but they had a top 5 defense in the NFL and giving up 19.2 points a game, only 101.8 on the ground. That defensive line was suffocating, creating havoc in the backfield. Top 10 in sacks, quarterback pressures, tackles for a loss, but they were only running for 105.3. The offense was not leading this team. That's why they had so many close games. The defense creating turnovers, creating havoc back there, keeping teams from crossing the 50, playing field position battle. That's what made the difference. It got them to the Super Bowl. Yes, they lost it, but honestly, with the talent on the team, with Reid as the head coach, potentially for the last season here, we don't know. They're still more than capable of getting back. Guys, let's not waste more time. Let's start running through these games one by one. The Chiefs are actually going to start this season in Brazil Friday, September 5th. This is going to be a fun game versus the LA Chargers, Harbaugh's team. You have Herbert there. This is a talented team running the ball last season. Also a top 5 overall defense. They're going to be getting after it. Do not underestimate the Chargers here, especially with the defensive production they're going to be bringing in. Only giving up 17.7 points a game last year. Top 3 defense. The offense started to get better as the weeks went along. Started out the season kind of slow, but that passing game really opened up down the stretch. Yes, Herbert hasn't necessarily showed his skills in the playoffs right now, but overall, he's a 4,000 to 5,000 yard passer virtually every single season. They're going to be able to move the ball, scoring 23.6, throwing for 213 last season, running for 110. But I think the Chiefs' defensive line, they've won 7 straight against the Chargers. They're going to get after it. They're going to create havoc. And we know when the season starts, week 1, defense usually always has the advantage. I'm going to go with the Chiefs winning this one, starting out the season 1-0. And of course, because why not week 2, Sunday, September 14th? You've had, 9 days to rest on this one. A rematch of this year's Super Bowl, of this past year's Super Bowl. You have the Philadelphia Eagles here. This is going to be a massive game. It's going to be on Fox. You have Jalen Hurts. You have the best offensive line in all of the NFL. You have the number 1 defense in the NFL. You have an elite wide receiver room. One of the best, might be the deepest wide receiver room. You have Barkley. You have Jalen Hurts just lining up there, running it at people, throwing at people. The Chiefs, this will have been just 2 games ago, technically, the last time they played the Eagles. It will be fresh in their memory, the taste, the disappointment. Expect a lot closer. It was a curb stomping in the Super Bowl. I do not expect that happening. I think this game's going to be very close. I think the Eagles will be betting favorites once we get to this week. I think the Chiefs will have them within their grasp, but they'll lose it fourth quarter. The run game, Barkley, Hurts, scrambling for first downs, using his legs. It's just going to suck up clock. Keep the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hand. Do not give the ball to Patrick Mahomes. Final possession, down one score. He will go down the field and score. I don't think he has that opportunity. They lose a very close game here, a one-possession one, but they know that they can compete with the Eagles, and they are beatable. They are mortal. And then week 3, you're going to have Sunday, September 21st at the New York Giants. And this game's going to be on NBC. The Giants, this is the team that you want to play coming off that loss because they're going to be pissed off losing back-to-back games versus the Eagles, but the score getting closer each time. If they play them a third one, they're probably going to have their number there. Obviously, the Giants, they drafted Abdul Carter. Some people were saying that he was the best overall player in the NFL draft, but is that going to be enough to beat the Kansas City Chiefs? I don't think so. Look for the Chiefs offense to take over this game. The defense is going to create havoc. They're going to rebound with a strong win here, and they're 2-1. And then that's followed that up with one of the most difficult games of the entire season, Sunday, September 28th, versus the Baltimore Ravens on ABC. The Ravens. Lamar Jackson, his most efficient, most productive season last year, he put up one of the best overall seasons I've seen in my life. This is a guy who can throw for 4,500 yards, 5,000 yards potentially. He can run for 1,000 yards. He can do everything. This team is loaded at every single position, and they have a great offensive line. Derrick Henry running for 2,000 yards. Great wide receiver core. Deep tight end room. Great defense. Great run-stopping defense. Only giving up 67 yards on the ground. Number 1 rush defense in the NFL. They're going to force Patrick Mahomes to beat you vertically down the field. But obviously, Patrick Mahomes is more than capable of doing that. I think this is going to be a truly great game. But I think Lamar Jackson, his legs, the Ravens here, too much talent overall. They are the better roster. I think they close this game out. It's a very close one, like a 30-27, 28-27 type game. One possession game, but the Ravens pull off the victory. The Chiefs drop down to 2-2, guys. No reason to panic. There's still a lot of season. Chiefs are a second half team. And then after that, thank God, you want to rebound with an easy game. Monday, October 6th, Monday Night Football at the Jacksonville Jaguars, ABC. They are bringing in Travis Hunter. Is Travis Hunter, a two-way player, going to make a massive difference here? Can the Jags upset the Chiefs? I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell that that's happening. Look for the Chiefs. They are angry. They're pissed off. They are going to curb stomp the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. They're going to win this handily, like a 38-20 game. No matter what, they're going to win it, and they're going to be back at 3-2. This next game is a game that they are very capable of winning. Sunday, October 12th versus the Detroit Lions on NBC. The Lions having to replace some of their coordinators, but looking at this team, Jared Goff and what Campbell did last season, this was the number 1 overall offense in the entire NFL. Throwing the ball, running the ball. They could do everything. Their defense let them down the stretch, but they had a lot of injuries. Their defense will be healthy. New coordinators, but this team, they can get into a shootout with any team. They can outscore anyone, but I think the Chiefs will be able to consistently move the ball against the Lions. I think this game is honestly a 50-50 pick 'em. Just pick a team, that's who's going to win it. It's going to be a very close matchup. Both of these teams are destined for the playoffs, destined for deep playoff runs, but I think the Lions are going to squeak this game out, high-scoring game, like a 34-28 game, and I think the Chiefs drop it, and they are 3-3 right now, guys. Again, no reason to panic. They're going to use this as a building block going forward. And then you're going to have the Raiders as the next matchup. Sunday, October 19th versus the Las Vegas Raiders on CBS. Las Vegas, they're going to have a new coaching staff. It's a new city. They're bringing in a whole lot of pieces. This Raiders team last season was not a very good football team. Chiefs are going to be heavy favorites here. They're bringing in Ashton Gentry. If they can consistently run the ball, one thing that they were not able to do last season, Gentry, Bowers, there's weapons there. There's building blocks, but until the full quarterback situation is sorted out, and I'm saying we see success at the quarterback position for the Raiders. You obviously, the Chiefs, if you don't have elite quarterback play, you cannot beat the Kansas City Chiefs because they are going to be in that quarterback's grill the entire game over 4 quarters. Chiefs win this game, and they're 4-3. And this is going to be another very tough game. Not an easy schedule. Monday, October 27th versus the Washington Commanders, 8:15 on ABC. Obviously, Jaden Daniels, rookie of the year last year. One of the best rookie seasons we've ever seen. He was doing everything. They made a deep playoff run. They almost went to the Super Bowl, his first season as a starter here in the NFL. Great stuff. They have weapons at running back. He can run the ball, throw the ball, good, and even more improved wide receiver core. And their defense was actually playing really good down the stretch, playing really good in the playoffs here. You could say the Commanders might even be the Vegas favorite here, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Now that you're getting to the midway point, they're starting to hit their stride, starting to score some points, and that defense is really getting aggressive. I have the Chiefs pulling off the win here, and they're 5-3. And then you're going to have your sworn enemy the last couple seasons, especially when it comes to the playoffs. Sunday, November 2nd at the Buffalo Bills, 4:25 CBS. Josh Allen, the reigning MVP winner, his most efficient season he's had in his career. They don't have as many weapons as they've had in previous seasons, but this was a top 5 offense last season. Really good defense, aggressive defense. They're going to be at home here. Buffalo can beat Kansas City during the regular season. They usually split those. One thing they can't do, they cannot beat the Chiefs during the playoffs, guys. But thankfully for them right now, this is not a playoff game. I have the Bills winning this game, and the Chiefs drop to 5-4. And a very, very good offensive team from last season with Bo Nix, and a really good defensive team mainly. Sunday, November 16th at the Denver Broncos, 4:25 p.m. CBS. Sean Payton, Bo Nix, efficient, high completion percentage, mobile quarterback. He can extend plays with his legs, but he's always still keeping his eyes down the field, looking for the target. But I think the Chiefs' defensive line, they're going to be aggressive on the edges, bottle him up, keep him in the pocket, force him to third and long situations, potentially force some turnovers here. Make this his worst game of the season. I have the Chiefs winning this one on the road, and they're 6-4. Sunday, November 23rd versus the Indianapolis Colts, 1 p.m. CBS. The Colts, they're shuffling quarterbacks. They're kind of all over the place. There's no foundational pieces here. There's not one thing that they're good at, one position that they're extremely talented in depth-wise. They're going to be out of their element. They're coming to Kansas City. The Chiefs, again, hitting stride, playing really good football second half. They win this one, and they're 7-4. Then why not? We're going to Jerry World. Thursday, November 27th at the Dallas Cowboys on CBS at 4:30 p.m. This is going to be one of the biggest games of the season. Anytime the Cowboys are on, that is big-time, prime-time football, playing the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the most popular teams in the NFL right now. Can Dak Prescott, the Cowboys, will they be healthier? Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, actually a really good wide receiver core here. When Dak is playing his best football, he can be competitive, not in the playoffs, but definitely during the regular season. I don't think the Cowboys are good enough, especially on defense, to be able to compete with the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs win another one, and they're 8-4. Sunday, December 7th versus the Houston Texans, 8:20 p.m. NBC. Stroud's got to get things back to normal, get things back to his rookie season. He was lighting things up vertically through the air, had a great season. Fell off last year, but they had a lot of injuries, especially to the wide receiver core. They were completely decimated. They have to get the defense playing better. They have to get the offense playing better. No matter what, this game to me is going to be close. Stroud can play some close games. He can almost upset some of these really good teams, but I think the Chiefs are going to have just enough here. Don't get caught looking at the playoffs. They win this one. They're 9-4 now. And then again, a team that made the playoffs last season, Sunday, December 14th versus the LA Chargers, 1 p.m. on CBS. You will hear me say this a lot of times in my football videos. It is very hard to beat a good team twice in one season. The rematch, I have the Chargers squeaking out the win. Very, very close game, very competitive game. The Chargers can run the ball. They play good play action. Herbert plays his best football those, weeks 13 to 17. That's when he's really hot. They win this one. It's close. Chiefs drop to 9-5. And then we're going to have the chance to see the number 1 overall pick, Cam Ward, Sunday, December 21st at the Tennessee Titans, 1 p.m. CBS. A true rookie here versus this Chiefs defensive line. I think he's going to be just fine, but they're going to test him. He might have some turnovers, might feel the pressure, might feel the heat. They are going to force interceptions potentially in this game. He has some weapons there. He doesn't have a great crop of weapons overall. Chiefs have just enough. They win this one on the road, and they're now 10-5. And then Thursday, December 25th versus the Denver Broncos. Only a couple days after that Sunday matchup makes this very difficult here. Broncos might even be favored because they're at home. Chiefs aren't coming off that much rest. 8:15, a prime video game on a Thursday night game. I already said it. Very difficult to beat a good team twice in one season. but I'm going against that. I have the Chiefs winning this game. I think they're going to win it handily as they get closer to playoffs. They smell the playoffs. They win this one. They are 11-5 going into the final week. And then that final week, if they've clinched, depending on what their positioning is, they might even rest their starters like they did last season. But no matter what, thankfully for them, they're still playing the Las Vegas Raiders. I think the Chiefs' backups and second and third string might be good enough to beat the Las Vegas Raiders here. No matter who gets rolled out for the Chiefs, I have them winning this one, and they finish the regular season at 12-5. If you saw it on the slides previously, Vegas has the Chiefs at 11.5 wins. So a 12-5 season might not be as much as you won last year, but it doesn't matter. That's definitely getting you to the playoffs. You'll be one of the favorites to get to, potentially even win the Super Bowl, and you will have overachieved on the season. Guys, that's our breakdown of the Kansas City Chiefs. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on the Chiefs? Let me know what your predictions are. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. And of course, as always, thank you for watching.